Hello there. What's up, guys? Welcome to the Sunday Ramble. All right, so picking up on a couple of things that we talked about last week. We were talking about advertising and sponsors and all that stuff, and sponsors reaching out to you and sending you products. And to understand that these products are not free products. They're not, like somebody said in the comments, complaining about getting free stuff. It's not free stuff, dude. Like, you have to work for it. Like, it's not free. They're going to send you stuff, but they expect you to do something for the stuff, So it's not free. It's not complaining about free products. It's complaining about, if you are going to send me a product, then you expect me to do something for you. It needs to be balanced. All right. I'm not going to do a complete review on a product if you are just sending me just the product, depending on what it is, obviously. But to recap on that, negotiations this week have went very well. Elegoo sent me some filament. I kind of outlined what I was willing to do for that filament, and they agreed to it. And they were very happy, and I'm incorporated it in one video already, and I'm going to be incorporating it in several other videos, including this one, over the next few weeks because of the 4 spools of filament. So anytime I use it, I'm going to give them a shout out. Hell, they could get a month worth of advertisement out of it, but it's not a direct review. It's just me saying, hey, I'm using this filament and you guys seeing me use it. If you're impressed with how it prints, you may choose to buy it. And that's how that works. So someone had commented something about complaining about free filament. I'm like, it's not free stuff. It's not free. You have to do work. They're not going to send you stuff for nothing. Like, they expect you to do something, and negotiating what that is very important. So who was the other one? Ujoy Bio reached out. They want to send some filament. We negotiate back and forth. Now, I was really aggressive with them, like super aggressive. Honestly, if I would have got the email that they got from me in response to their request, I'd have been like, whatever, next. I wouldn't even responded. But they actually did respond back, and we actually worked something out, which I thought was kind of cool. Again, you're sending me a product. I'm not going to do a detailed review just for a couple spools of filament, but I'm definitely going to incorporate it into my content, and I think that's fair. Now, this week I also got in trouble with Amazon. I had a shipment go out late, and it was one of those things where it was the day I had 3 orders, and I didn't have any of those items pre-printed, so I had to print every one of them. So by the time the end of the day rolls around, I finally get that last product printed. The mailman had already come and gone, and it had to ship out the next day. So literally the next morning, it shipped out. And they have been threatening me ever since then to suspend my account if I don't increase my shipping on time numbers, understandably. Now, for me to be shut down on Amazon would be an incredibly bad thing, because that is where the majority of my work is done, where the majority of my sales are at right now. So that would be bad. For the most part, Etsy is pretty much completely dropped off for me. And I think what's going to happen, and what I'm starting to do, is back in the day, we used to do a little bit more of the reclaimed lumber kind of thing. My son-in-law and I did in our shop, and well, it was fun while it lasted. It was during the summer. The shop didn't have AC. It was extremely hot, and we just, I don't know, something about it. We were just like, nah, hell with this. I'm good. We just quit. Even though every one of the products that we produced, we ultimately sold, people were interested in them. So to expand on that, when I get dog food shipments, I get about 2,200 pounds of dog food at a time, and it comes on a pallet. So I've been saving those pallets out of habit. Haven't been needing them for anything recently, but for some reason I just save these pallets. And I'll leave them outside so they can get weathered. And sure enough, it struck me the other day, hey, Etsy seems to be more toward crafty stuff than 3D printed stuff. Maybe I can start incorporating some of that pallet wood into creating products that incorporate 3D printing, and then we can start to market those on Etsy to see if we can get a market for those. So that's exactly what I did. I created a couple, these are like window risers or countertop risers. You know, women use these to put soap on, or they put plants on them in a window, that kind of thing. So went into CAD, created a couple different riser styles and printed them out, took some pictures, put them on Etsy, and we'll just see how that goes. It's only been a couple of days, so it takes a couple of minutes for Etsy to pick up on your products and really start showing them to people. So we'll see how that goes. If that works, then great. It's not something we're going to be able to escalate, you know, to mass production by any means, but an extra $30 here and there never hurts. And it literally takes a couple of minutes. Walk outside, rip a board off of a pallet, cut it in half, boom. Now I got 2 products. The longest time it takes is about, I don't know, what, 5 minutes to knock the nails out. So when I did the math on them, I just went ahead and did 10 minutes of labor, and I didn't really assign a value to the wood. And I think moving forward, if, you know, I keep doing something like this, I will have to assign the value to the wood. But I did my 3D print pricing as I normally would, added 10 minutes of labor, and that's how I came to my finished product price, and then put those on Etsy, and we'll just see how that goes. All right, so I blazed through most of that. The reason being is apparently my videos have been a little long on the Sunday Ramble, and other than a couple of comments where people appreciate it, and I appreciate you tuning in, but statistically, it looks like no one's watching a 29-minute video. So even though I can get into, you know, depth about certain subjects, they're not watching it, you know, get distracted, squirrel, off somewhere else. So there's no sense in me doing a 30-minute video, to be honest. We do have to pack up a couple shipments, and we're going to get those packed up because Amazon said they got to go out by tomorrow. Yes, sir. Absolutely, sir. We're getting them shipped out. So there's one on the printer right now printing, and that one should be done in 29 minutes. And then I've got one over here already ready. So we're going to get that one shipped out. And it's kind of surprising lately, like Amazon has really picked up for me. Not crazy. Like I'm not getting 3, 4, 5 orders a day. I wish. But it's doing better. It's doing better. I don't know that, I hope someday this could be something that could pay the bills. But as it is right now, this is just something I do in the off hours to make some extra money. And seems to be working out. You know, if at some point it grows into a full-on print farm, then that would be amazing. But we're keeping it realistic right now. I'm not going to blow smoke up your ass and make you think that I'm going to be the next big, crazy print farm, because I'm just sharing the experience as it goes. All right, let's get this thing packed up. All right, let's get these orders packed up. So this is my battery caddy, the one battery caddy I put out. Very specific, very niche, which also means not sold often. Yeah. All right, see who that goes to. It goes to this person right here. All right. So I've got my shipping label already printed out. Shout out to Munbin for hooking me up on that one. We'll apply this label. Make sure it's well stuck. What we don't want the label coming off. That would be bad. All right, and there's no place on the face of it for our sticker, so we'll just put it on the back. You go ahead and pull off 2, since we're definitely going to be using 2. Come on. I think it's a great idea to do this. You know, obviously Munbin sent me that printer for review, and I did that, but I have been steady using those stickers ever since. So even if you don't buy a Munbin printer, definitely getting a label printer and start doing some of those thank you stickers. I just think it's a nice touch. I think it looks great. It's definitely something worth doing in my opinion. The next one, fresh off the plate right away. I did mention that I would mention, hold on just a second. I mentioned I would mention, so I'm going to mention it. Oh, hold on. No, I wanted to mention this deeply. You know, they had sent me some matte pink. And I generally don't have a use for matte pink. But Easter's coming up. My granddaughter loves 3D printed stuff. So I thought, you know what? Let me print out this. I found this on Maker World. Kind of cool little container with, you know, this design on the side. Very nice. Printed out very nice with the matte pink. And this is that deeply matte pink. So, yeah, I'm pretty impressed with it. Like, I don't have that much use for PLA, but I wouldn't hesitate to use it. Like, it looks pretty good stuff. You know, you guys know I print primarily in PETG, but, yeah. No, this printed out very, very nice. Impressive. Believe it or not, like, this is, obviously it's matte, if it'll focus on it. Looks good, but even the regular PLA has a more of a satin finish to it than a shiny finish. But this matte turned out nice. Like, I'm pretty impressed with it. So definitely worth checking out. I'll be using that more in the future, obviously, because I have a few rolls. But as I print the stuff, I'll just show you guys. You know how it is. You know how it is. Hopefully this is PETG, so you know it's just like, no, I'm good. I'm going to stay right here on the plate if you don't mind. Boom, 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 be doom. All right. There is our product. Let's put my plate back. Boom, and boom. Perfect. Get our slip down. That folded up. You know, I forgot to print something. Oh, used to give my directions. Just 1 minute. Because these have a specific orientation to be installed, I always like to send some directions along to say, hey, do this in this orientation. That way, customer didn't have to experiment trying to figure out what exactly is going on here. One label on the old 6x6 box. And a sticker. We are all done here. Boom, you're out of here. Actually, not till Monday. All right, guys, well, that's it this week for the Sunday Ramble. I know it's a little short, but no one pissed me off this week. I don't have anything to complain about, honestly. Other than Amazon yelling at me. Apparently, I just looked a minute ago, and apparently now I have 2. So it appears late delivery bad, but late shipment bad. And those are 2 different variables. So now I have a late shipment and I have 2 late deliveries. I don't know what the hell. I just do what I'm told around here. When I make the label, I take whatever shipping option they give me. So I don't even understand. Like, I might have to start charging more for shipping and do expedited whatever, like UPS or something like that. I don't even know. But something I'm obviously going to have to keep my eye on because, like I said, I really don't want my Amazon shut down. That's where I make the monies. All right, guys. Appreciate you tuning in. As always, if you have any questions or comments, hit me up down below, and I'll get back to you as soon as possible. Until then, we'll see you next week.